Going on all? It is Tuesday, the 18th of June. I am on the road doing the things that I do again, as always, and kind of give you a little bit of breakdown of what's happening out in the market as always. But one thing I found very interesting was just sent to me by Billy Bellin on my team. Shot this over. Some information hitting the wires. Grant Cardone, probably one of the most famous real estate investors on the planet, multi-billionaire. A lot of great data comes from this guy, but he's big into like massive projects, right? We are talking about single families for you guys, things that would be simple to control, maintain. You're talking about an investment that you can hold and then divest of if you need to. It's quick and easy. You're talking about big, massive projects like grants. There's only handfuls of people on the planet that will buy that, right? If you want to be able to have a base that you can build from and have control over, I'm always going to be a big fan of the single families. Plus, we also know that the mortgage backs, the hedge funds making this what could be the most profitable per square foot real estate in the world. But look at this. He's saying real estate, he believes that the rents will double over the next decade. That's a big damn deal. It's a massive deal for us to be talking about. If rents can double over the next decade, what does that mean for you that is right now setting your rate for a 30-year fixed? When people tell you about ARMs, people tell you about these hybrid types of deals be great for a real estate investor to buy property. Don't listen to these people. It's amazing how many are saying, well, this is for the experienced real estate investor. Most of those guys aren't experienced more than 10 years themselves. That's not experience. That's stupidity. If rents are going up double over the next 10 years, 20 years, whatever that might be, maybe he said decade, and you fix your cost for 30, and you're going to see that what's going to happen to your cash flow. Plus, we've already talked about amortization of loans, somebody paying off the mortgage. If you invested 20% down plus the closing costs and figured out if somebody paid off that mortgage over 30 years and figured out what that would be for your return, you'll make 10% on your money just doing that. Then, if your house appreciates 2.5% of whatever that initial amount was, and you put 20% down plus costs, there's another 10% increase. You want to know that math? Call me. I'll show you. Now, if we got rents doubling, consider what that's going to do, and you get the tax benefits. Do not wait. Do not sit on the sidelines. Now's the time to get in investment real estate. Now's the time to buy those single families. Buy them now. Don't wait for the rates to go down. I don't know if they're going to go down. The Fed just said there's a possibility that they're not going to lower the rates this year, right? We know that. That's been talked about. That's been something that's been highly discussed over and over and over again, constantly being discussed. Everybody's thinking about whether the rate's going to go down. Don't worry about that. In fact, where are they at now? Let's just take a quick look. Mortgage-backed securities. We're watching these charts all the time. When we had the CPI come out, pushed us up, and that's receded right back. We're getting right back to where we were right around the time CPI was released. These channels are very, very strong. These supports and resistance, this line right here it's like gravity sucking everything below this line. We have all this news pushed us above, and then we're coming right off those levels we talked about where it was set in 2008, and we're a little bit yanked right back down. That downward pressure right now, because of where our economy is at, is going to continue to be downward pressure. And if it's not, then it just, okay. So if you're in the home buying world and you end up buying something and you're at these a little bit higher interest rates and they go down, you buy something when it's going down, you buy them when it's higher, it doesn't matter. You already see what's going to happen over the next decade. One of the most famous and most well-respected investors in the world says you can double your income. Well, it wouldn't be doubling your income, be double what you're charging over the next decade. Set it and move forward. Quit worrying about what the rates are doing. Get a good team, get the deals done, and move on to the next one. Period. That's all I can tell you. So I got to head on some meetings. I appreciate you. And I'll come back to you on Friday with more data.